Hello guys, welcome to Code with BK. So in this video we solve the problem to find the maximum occurring character in a string. So in the first half I'm going to explain you the solution. We are going to go through the steps to solve this, and in the next half I'm going to look at the codes, the implementation of the solution. If you're someone who is just looking for codes, there are links to the codes in the description of this video, and to each link there is a text explanation as well. So if you're somebody who wants to read and understand, you can take a look at that as well.
Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel and click on the bell icon to receive all the latest updates.
So what do I mean by print maximum occurring character in the string? I have to print the character that occurs the maximum number of times in a string. So for example, if I take the string programmer. So in this case, I have P occurring once, R occurring thrice, okay, O occurring once, G occurring once, R already counted for, A occurring once, M occurring twice, E occurring once. Okay, so I print R, my output will be the single character R, because R occurs maximum number of times in this string. Taking another example, okay, I take the string cricketer. So C occurs twice, R occurs twice, I occurs once, C already counted for, K occurs once, E occurs twice, T occurs once, E already counted for, and R already counted. So I have C, R and E all occurring twice. So how do I break ties? In my case, I print the character with the maximum ASCII value. Okay. So in this case, it would be lowercase r. And in our case, comparisons are case sensitive. So lowercase r and uppercase r are treated separately. So how do we go about solving this? Okay. So it is intuitively very clear that I have to actually count how many times a character occurs and print the one that occurs maximum number of times. How do we do that in our code? So the idea to solve this problem is inspired by the solution that solves the problem to print duplicate characters in the string. We'll take the pseudocode from that solution and then modify it to solve this problem. We'll see how. Okay, let's see the approach first. So I'll take this example, okay, and I convert this string into a character array. Okay, so I'll say C. So converting this string to a character array is pretty simple. Okay, and then I sort this array. So I get, after I sort this, from this sorted array you can observe that all copies of the same character occupy continuous indices. That is, all copies of C occupy continuous indices, all copies of E occupy continuous indices, I has only one copy, K has only one copy, R has two copy, occupies continuous indices, and T has a single copy. So what do I do is I traverse from left to right, okay, and I keep count of how many times a character appears in this array. How do I track the count? I count how many continuous indices does a character occupy. Okay, so in this, C occupies two continuous indices, E occupies two continuous indices, I occupies one, K occupies one, R occupies two, T occupies one. So count for character C is 2, E is 2, I is 1, K is 1, R is 2, and T is 1. Okay, and then I find the one with the maximum count. Okay, so in this case there are ties, and we'll see how we break ties. So this very idea was used to print duplicate characters. Okay, so I will use the pseudocode from that solution, okay, and then I'll modify it. Okay, we'll see how. So I move this here so that I can find some space to write the pseudocode. So we write a function print max occurring, okay, takes a string S and prints the character that appears maximum number of times in the string S. So I told you I will use the pseudocode from the solution that prints duplicate characters in the string. So it goes like this. So this is the pseudocode that prints the duplicate characters in the string S. So we'll have to modify this code according to our solution here. So what this is doing is basically it is counting the number of times this current character CH that occurs. Okay, if the count is greater than 1, it is printing it. We have to print the character that occurs for maximum number of times. That's why we start with max count as -1. This is an integer. I start with max char as blank. So max char will finally store the character that we have to print, and max count will be the count for this character. So we need this pseudocode till count because count stores the number of times CH appears in this CARR, okay? And then we have to use count and max count to find the final value of max char that we are going to print. So why do I start with max count as -1? Because whenever I am comparing a set of values, I need one value from the given set to start comparing it with the other values. That is to say, suppose if I have this array 2, 3, 18, 10. And if I ask you to find the minimum, okay, and you suppose you start with minimum as 0, you do if ARR of I is less than min, you update min to ARR of I, okay, when you iterate the array. So if you start with 0, this condition is never going to be true because none of these values is less than 0 that you are starting with. So min will come out to be 0 at the end, okay, which is wrong. So to start comparing, you need to pick up one of the values from this array. So you start comparing from the next one, okay. So min starts with 2 and it remains 2, so you finally get min as 2. So that's why we need to find the count of the first character so that we can compare the count of the other characters with this. Alright, so my first condition is going to be if I have max count as -1. Okay, that is I am finding the count of my first character that appears. I simply set max count to count and max char to ch. So max count now stores the count of the first character ch, and now I can compare max count with the counts of the next characters, okay, that will come in this array. Alright, so else part is when my max count is not 1. So in the else part, if count of ch is greater than max count, I update max count. So if count is greater than max count, okay, since I have to find the character with the largest count, I set max count to count, okay, and I set max char to the corresponding char, which is ch, okay. Alright, if I find a count of character which is greater than the maximum count so far, I update the count to maximum count. Then the next case would be to break the ties, that is if I have count same as maximum count. So else if count is same as max count. So how did we break ties for equal counts? We pick up the character that has the larger ASCII value. So in the case if two characters have same counts, we have to pick up the character that has higher ASCII value. So I compare ASCII value of ch with my max char so far. So this is just to say if ASCII value of ch is greater than ASCII value of max char, I set max char to ch. And the implementation to compare ASCII values differs. Okay, this is just to say that ASCII value of ch is greater than ASCII value of max char. So this is how we break ties. And then finally, after the while loop ends, you simply print max char. This is how you find the character that occurs from maximum times in the string s. So let's dry run this on this string cricketer, okay? So I start with my string s as this cricketer, and this is my CARR s2 string. This is my sorted CARR. I have values I that start with 0. I have max count, okay, that start with -1. I have max char that start with a blank. You can set it to 0 as well. Then I have len of CARR, okay, which is basically 9 in this case, okay, and then I have ch, okay. So I start with I is equal to 0. 0 is less than len of, I'll say I is less than 9, then I have ch. So I is less than 9 is true, ch is CARR of I, so I is here right now, okay. So CARR of 0 is C, okay. We set j to I, j is set to 0. You said 0 is less than 9 is true, and ch, which is basically C, equal to CARR of j. So j is also here right now, which is true. So you do j is equal to j plus 1. So j becomes 1 now, okay. Then you say 1 is less than length of CRR, 1 is less than 9 is true, and ch, which is basically C, is equal to CRR of j, which is j is here now. So this is C, again this is true, so you set j to 2, okay. 2 is less than 9 is true, and ch is C, equal to CRR of j. J points to location 2, so j is here, okay. So this is E, ch is C, this is not true, you come out, you set count. Count is now j minus I, which is 2, okay. So if max count is -1, max count is -1, that is true. Max count is set to count. Max count now becomes 2. Max char becomes ch, max char becomes ch, which is C, okay. We skip the else part, we come here, I set to j, I becomes 2, alright. You go back to check for while loop condition. 2 is less than 9 is true. You said ch2 ARR of 2, so I is now pointing to E, so ch now becomes E. J is equal to I, J is 2, so 2 is less than 9 is true, and ch is E equal to CARR of J. J is pointing at 2, which is true, so you do J is equal to J plus 1, J becomes 3. 3 is less than 9, and ch, which is E, is equal to CARR of J. J points at this location, so E is equals to E, you do J is equals to J plus 1, J becomes 4. Okay, 4 is less than 9 is 2, CH of CARR of J. J now points to, okay, this, J now points to I. So I is not equal to E, so this is false, you come out. Count is J minus I, 4 minus 2, count is 2. If max count minus 1 is false, max count is 2 right now, so you go to else part. If count greater than max count, count which is 2 and max count is 2 false, so you come to this part. Count is greater than max count is true, 2 is equals to 2. CH is greater than max car, CH is E, max car is C, E is greater than C, which is true. So you set max car to CH, so max car now becomes E. Okay, you come out here, you set I to J, I becomes 4. Okay, 4 is less than 9 is 2, CH is now at index 4. Okay, so CH is now I. Okay, J set to I, J becomes 4. Okay, 4 is less than 9 is 2, CH is equal to ARJ. ARJ is 4, it is true. You do J is equal to J plus 1, J becomes 5. Okay, J is less than 9, 5 is less than 9, CH ARJ, J now points here. Okay, CRR of J is K, K is not equal to I, false, you come out. Count is J minus I, 5 minus 4, count is 1. Okay, so max count is equal to minus 1, max count is 2, 2 is not equal to minus 1, you come here. Else, count is greater than max count, count is greater than max count, false, 1 is not greater than 2, false. None of this is true. Count is equal to max count is also not true. You come out here. I set to J, I becomes 5. Okay, 5 is less than 9 is true. CH is I at 5. So CH now points, CH is now K. Okay, J is set to I, J is set to 5. Okay, J is 5. 5 is less than 9 is 2, and CH of CR of J is, yeah, it is at 5K. So K is equal to K is true, J is equal to J plus 1, J becomes 6. J is 6, 6 is less than 9 is true, CH is K is equal to CRR of J, J is now at 6. So it's not, K is not equal to R, so you come out. Count is J minus I, count is J minus I, count is 1. Okay, max count is minus 1 is false, max count is 2. Okay, you come in the else part. Count is greater than max count, 1 is not greater than 2 is false, count is equal to max count, false, 1 is not equal to 2. Okay, so you set I equal to J, I becomes 6. So I now points here. Okay, 6 is less than 9 is 2, CH is CR of I, CR of I is R, CH is R. J is I, J becomes 6. Okay, 6 is less than 9 is 2, CH of CR of J, CH is R. CR of J, CR of 6, CR of 6 is R, R is equal to R2, J becomes 7. Okay, J comes here now. Okay, so 7 is less than 9 is 2, CH is R is equal to CR of J is 7. So CR of J is R is equals to R, you do J plus 1, J becomes 8. 8 is less than 9 true, CH is R, CAR of 8 is T, which is false, so you come out. Count is J minus I, 8 minus 6 is 2. Okay, max count is 1 is false, max count is 2. Count is greater than max count, count is 2, max count is 2 false. Else if count is max count, count is 2, max count is 2 true. CH is greater than max car. CH is R, max car is E. Okay, so this is not true, so max car becomes R. Okay, and you set I to J, I becomes 8. 8 is less than 9 is 2, CH now becomes this, CH is now T. Okay, CH is T, J is 8. 8 is less than 9 is 2, CH is T is equal to CRR of 8, which is T, which is true. You do J plus 1, J becomes 9. Okay, 9 is less than 9 is false, count is J minus I, 9 minus 8, count is 1. Max count is 1 is false, max count is 2. else, okay, count is greater than max count is 1, 1 greater than 2 is false. Else if count is equals to max count, 1 is equals to 2 is false. You come out here, I set to 9, okay, come here, 9 is greater than 9 is false. You print max car and you print this, okay. So this was a dry run and it is slow because I have to pick out each step. So please do like my video and subscribe to my channel, and let's go on to checking the codes now.
So this is the implementation of the solution we discussed. So I've written a function print maximum occurring character that takes a string s, and this function prints the character that occurs for the maximum number of times in s. Using the inbuilt toChar array method in string class in Java, converting s to char array and storing it in char array. Then we have max car set to 0, max count as -1. We iterate this char array, we get the ith character in this char array, and then we use j to iterate through the copies of this character c. We find the count of this character c if max count is -1. So this is the case where we find the count of the first character in this array. So I said max count to count and max car to c. Else, that is for characters after the first character, we check if count is greater than max count. In this case, we update max count to count and max car to c. Else, if count equal to max count, we compare the ASCII values of max car with current character c. So if c is greater than max car, we set max car to c, and finally we set I to j before the next iteration. After the value, we print the value of max car. So let me run this. Java C, Java, Java, string. So maximum occurring character in computer science is E. Changing this to some other string, say programming, compile, run. So the maximum occurring character in programming is lowercase r. So I hope this video was helpful. So please do like this video and subscribe to my channel. And please let me know in the comments if there is anything not clear to you in this video, or if there is a concept you want me to discuss, or if there is a question you want me to solve. Thank you.